and welcome to the Employee Giving Program's annual awards and celebration. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our collective impact as King County employees. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Janelle Crumchie, and I'm the manager of the Employee Giving Program here at King County. So I always, I want to start off by saying that I am so thankful you are all here today. I would like to begin our program with a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that we are on the unceded ancestral lands of the Coast Salish people who have resided here since time immemorial. Specifically, where I am today, the lands of the Tulalip, Snohomish, and Snoqualmie peoples. We are grateful for their care and stewardship of the land throughout history and today. We acknowledge the responsibility of those of us now living and working on this land to continue its care, honor its natural systems, and work to preserve it so future generations can continue to live, work, raise their children, and thrive here. And in the spirit of our purpose and our work here today, I invite you to learn more about the work of nonprofit organizations that are led by and for Indigenous communities, both those that are in the program, such as the Duwamish Longhouse and Cultural Center and Chief Seattle Club, and not. In fact, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that right now is our nonprofit registration cycle. Employees, you're going to find a link, there it is, in the chat box to refer organizations that are not currently in the program. Now is the perfect time to get them in. Speaking of our work, it was just a little over a year ago that the world changed dramatically, almost overnight. These last 14 months have been hard, and what we have all experienced has been extraordinary. When we started out, we talked a lot about grace and resetting expectations. Those of you who are with me, right? We really talked about that. And our theme this year was care, connect, act, in that order intentionally. Because our call to action this last year was different than it had ever been. And the need was extraordinary, so much so that it could feel paralyzing. And at the same time, we were paralyzed with all that we were feeling and what we needed to do just to manage life. We lived out this theme, not by retreating, but by coming together. We listened deeply. We focused on joy and connection. We simplified our expectations of ourselves and each other, knowing that whatever we could do, it mattered. And we celebrated those small moments and victories. And today, this moment is living proof that when we allow ourselves to do what we can when we can, that collective action adds up to huge things. And it did, record-breaking things. But our work is not done. Yes, there's hope and light on the horizon, but the path to get there is unpaved. The good news is that we get to choose our path, our way forward. Heck, we get to choose our destination. But the hard work between now and that future is possible together. Our program is an incredible example of not only the positive impact a group of people can have, but the desire of public sector employees to make a difference. And I am so proud to work here at King County, to work with you, and to share that with the world. Hundreds of King County employees work together to make this program, and the annual giving drive in particular, a true labor of love. The employee giving program wouldn't be what it is without all of you. So thank you. So we also want to do some very specific things to all the folks who helped me this year possible. Of course, all of our ambassadors and volunteers. Hopefully you received the certificate we emailed, but let us know if you did not by emailing employeegiving@kingcounty.gov, and we will make sure to get you it. The Employee Giving Program Committee, program staff and support staff from other departments. Chris Zanazzi, I saw you on here, Chris. Charlotte Grimes, my superhero right now. Stephanie Brodress, Elizabeth Esford, and Hannah Frankie. And of course, the offices that provided support for that staff, including the DNRP, the Assessor's Office, Elections, Transit, and DHR. Our nonprofit partners, it is your mission and your work that we are connecting so intricately to, and we are here because of your work, right? And the partnership and just be of service to you in that mission. And I just can't thank you enough for all the good work that you're doing out in the community. And then, of course, all of our employees who helped in all the ways. Our employees are amazing. I'm constantly bragging on King County employees. And then, of course, Harborstone, our longtime partner, who helps make some of the extra little stuff fun year after year that we're able to do. And now I'm really excited to share a message from Executive Tom Constantine talking a little bit more about the amazing impact that you all have had.
Hi, I'm Executive Tom Constantine, and I want to thank you for joining me at this year's annual Giving Drive celebration. Our work this past year has been challenged by forces large and small as we adapted to the pandemic, stood against racial injustice, and delivered for the people of King County during these tumultuous times. Throughout it all, our employees adapted and adjusted and did the work that so many people in our county rely on, pushing for change, leading with our values, and stepping up in a big way to support this year's annual Giving Drive at a time when our nonprofits needed it most. Through your generous donations of time, talent, and money, this year's annual Giving Drive set a record-breaking pledge of nearly $2.4 million. More than 2,100 employees pledged in this year's campaign, and more than 600 of them were new to the program. Employees pledged to 945 different nonprofit agencies, more than 75% of the organizations that participate. So I want to thank everyone who gave so generously during last year's campaign to so many important causes. Together, King County employees increased pledges by 40% for a total of $390,000 to nonprofits located in King County Community of Opportunity zip codes, such as community passageways, choosing to invest where the impact is greatest. Pledges to local area food banks, such as the West Seattle Food Bank, totaled more than $275,000 in a year when record numbers of people struggled to feed their families. And Mary's Place received enough pledges to bring nearly 1,500 children inside to safety, warmth, and hope for a night. Every donation makes a real difference in someone's life, in an animal's well-being, in our future. I also want to say a special thank you to those of you who took on the crucial leadership work as ambassadors. This campaign was conducted under extraordinary circumstances, during a tremendously challenging time for our workforce, and you were able to find creative ways to bring joy and connection to our employees, and to help them support the causes they care about deeply. Thank you all for your generosity and your passion to make a difference. These are amazing results, and we should all be proud.
We are so grateful for Executive Constantine's leadership here at the county and support of the employee giving program and all of you. Oh my goodness. And now I would like to pass it on to Yana Philippidis, who will share more about the 2020 Annual Giving Drive results and department awards.
Thank you so much, Janelle. As Janelle mentioned, my name is Yana Philippidis, and I am the current Vice Chair of the Employee Giving Program and Court Manager of the King County District Court. I'm so thankful to get to share this space with all of you and celebrate all things good. As Dow mentioned, the 2020 Annual Giving Drive was an unprecedented success in a year full of challenges, and I still pinch myself when I hear all of those numbers. I'm so amazed and so proud. Thank you for your generosity and your passion to make a difference. And thank you for stepping up when our nonprofits needed it most. Speaking of stepping up, we do want to recognize departments that reached milestones in 5 areas: participation, dollars pledged, most improved, the number of new connections or people who didn't use the program last year, and rate of volunteering. Now is a great time to please use the chat and send your favorite emojis or little words of props and praise to congratulate this year's award recipients. Let's start with the little engines that could, departments with 250 or fewer employees. The Executive Office won 2 awards, highest participation and most dollars. Department of Human Resources also won 2 awards, most improved and new connections. Now for departments with over 250 employees, but no more than 600. Department of Public Defense was most improved this year. KCIT had the highest participation and pledged the most dollars. And King County Superior Court had the most new connections. Finally, departments with more than 600 employees. Public health was most improved in dollars pledged and had the highest rate of volunteering. Department of Executive Services had highest and most improved participation, as well as the most new connections. And Department of Natural Resources and Parks pledged the most dollars. Congratulations to all of this year's award recipients. It's incredible to see our King County organization come together during a one-of-a-kind year to support our community. And now Ashley Bird will recognize the work of our participating nonprofits.
Thank you, Yana. My name is Ashley Bird, and I am the current committee representative from King County Information Technology. I know some of our nonprofits are here in attendance, so please take this opportunity to use the chat box to introduce yourself. Thank you so much. There's so many good words going on in the chat box right now. So many that I can't pick any to call out. You can keep those words coming. Sounds great. And then next we are heading over to some messages that we received prior to the meeting today from our nonprofits, talking about the impact that our program has had on their work. From Helpline House, we want to thank you all so much. Thank you for thinking of us over on Bainbridge Island. Your donations help the hundreds of families that come to Helpline every week for food assistance through the food bank and for social work appointments and our case managers and therapists. We sincerely could not do this without you. We have a message from Perfect Pals Cat Sanctuary and Adoption Centers. Thank you for caring about special needs cats in our region. Reach Out and Read Washington. Your support gets us one step closer to a world where all parents have daily, meaningful, language-rich interactions with their children. Every day, more than 1,000 children in Washington receive a book through Reach Out and Read, and today you have made this possible. Your donation to Reach Out and Read means that more children and families will receive this advice along with the brand new book from their trusted medical provider, a simple intervention that catalyzes healthy child development and builds strong and lasting bonds for the family. There's Homeward Pet Adoption Center. Pina, I'm assuming is an animal, adopted from Homeward Pet, says thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashley. That was amazing. There's just so much goodness that's happening in the chat. I just feel like I need to give you all a second to take a look at that. I was trying to keep up and say hello to everyone. So please know that if I miss you, it was simply because it's just going so fast. Victoria, great. I'm so glad you're here. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. Please take this opportunity to learn. We have nearly 1,200 nonprofit organizations in the program, and all doing such great work here in our region and across the country. Oh my gosh, this was yay. Anyway, thanks for making my day, friends. Okay, awesome. Next, we want to do a little ambassador love right now. As we all know, ambassadors play a vital role in the employee giving program. Literally, you've heard me say it, right? Our data shows you matter. Like, you are the magical pieces that make all of this possible. And Sophia does rock, you're about to see. Your dedication and your willingness to do the work to connect your colleagues with each other and with nonprofits truly drives the program. And this last fall, you found a way to make that all happen while so many of our employees were working remotely, or even if we were sharing a space at our work sites, it's not like we can hang out and do the usual things that we normally do. We had to be extra creative this year. And so I and all of us want to say thank you for wanting to make a difference and for finding creative ways to connect folks that often couldn't be together this year. This is for you.
Good morning. My name is Beth Freeman, and I'm the current Employee Giving Program Committee Chair, and I represent the King County Department of Judicial Administration. The EGP Committee comprises volunteers from departments and offices across King County. Each year, we strive for the most diverse representation possible from each department, separately elected or branch. Typically, representatives stay for a 2-year term, but they often keep coming back for more. The work is fulfilling and challenging, and our biggest complaint is that we don't have enough time to do all the cool things we want to do for the program. Committee members dedicate their heart and soul to the program year-round. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all past and current committee members for their hard work and commitment.
We also want to spend a moment to acknowledge an outgoing committee member, Luke Poon from the King County Council. We are so lucky to have had Luke on the committee for the past 3 years. Luke served as a committee treasurer for 2 years, as well as participated in the policy and community partnerships work groups. And what I appreciated most about having Luke with us is their dedication to making the program successful and their willingness to embrace change. A quote that resonates with Luke is the Serenity Prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you, Luke, for your tenure on the EGP.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Matthew Perkins. I am the Employee Giving Program Committee Representative with the Department of Natural Resources and Parks, and it's so wonderful to see everyone here this morning and just be a part of this special celebration in such a unique year. One thing we want to highlight this morning is letting you know we are recruiting folks to join us on the Employee Giving Program Committee. We have several opportunities for departments that aren't represented currently on the committee, and those include Superior Court, Public Health, Local Services, Executive Services, Adult and Juvenile Detention, Community and Human Services, County Assessor, Prosecuting Attorney, Human Resources, Elections, and King County Council. We also can bring on adjunct committee members in departments already represented. So if you're wanting to find out more about our work, and if you know someone who might be interested in learning about how the committee and the employee giving program work, developing policies to improve how the program works, or fully implementing the EGP volunteer programming, please reach out to us at employeegiving@kingcounty.gov, and we'd love to set up a time to chat and get to know you and hear about how you might be interested in joining this great work year round. You know, it's so great to see all the fun stuff that happens during the annual giving drive every year, and that's definitely a big part of what we do. But we do have year-round opportunities too if you're interested in finding out more about those. So thank you all, and so glad to see you.
Thank you all so much for your continued dedication to the program and to the many, many amazing causes it represents. You sustain the program, and you are the reason that 15,000 King County employees continually, year after year and all year long, connect to our communities. Our spirit of service is strong, but you, my friends, you turn up the good. See you soon.